Well, my name is Aneesah McNamee. I entered in 1995, 22 years ago. This last September 5th was the date that I entered. And I came from Santa Cruz, California. I worked at our hospital that's sponsored by the Adrians, and that's where I met our sisters, was through the hospital. Before I entered, I always thought my hospital work was my ministry. I worked in a nursing home. I worked in a locked ward for Alzheimer's for years, and that always touched me. It made me, probably encouraged me to seek out this life, because I think I have always been sort of on the quest, for God and who is God in my life. I've done a lot of things in my life. I entered when I was 40, so yeah, I did a bit of living before that. And so it just seemed really natural for me to come into this congregation, and the Adrians are very progressive, and they're very open, and for the most part, everybody has really encouraged me to pursue my gifts, which really is my ministry. Probably the thing that challenged me the most and was the big, question in my head was, am I really cut out for this? Am I too strange or too weird or too off the wall, or, I'm an artist and, too freaky, and I'm from Santa Cruz. I grew up in California. I'm a surfer girl. I grew up at the beach. It's just too weird, And the first time I came to Adrian for the Come and See, of course, I met lots of sisters. A couple of them really stick out in my mind. One is Marie Urban, who was my connection when I came for my first Come and See. And she was wonderful. She was just a hoot. And she just looked at me and she said, "All right, kid, hop on." And she was in an Amigo. And she goes, "I'm taking you on a tour." I thought, okay, this is cool. And then when we were eating lunch, there was a sister that came into the dining room, and she was swinging her cane. And she said, "Miss California, is there a Miss California in the house?" And everybody started laughing. And they said, "Now you will meet Winnie Lynch." And Winnie, who is also an artist, she's a calligrapher. She's been one of the closest people to me all these years. And actually, when I met her and talked with her and became very close to her, I knew, okay, I can do this. I'm cut out for this. If Winnie can do it, I can do it. And then I've met a whole lot of other sisters over the years. And of course, I'm very connected to the artists, and I think that's what connects us, is that artist thing, and a real desire to, I guess, share the word of God through our art. That's our ministry. That's our preaching.